About this case, joining me now, retired NYPD police officer Jillian Snider. She's also an instructor at the John Jay College of Criminal Justice. Good morning. Thank you for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
What were your first thoughts when you saw that body camera footage?
Honestly, it was really hard to watch that footage, but being a retired police officer, I do understand the challenges that police officers face when they're entering an apartment or entering a dwelling on a no-knock warrant. It's one of the most dangerous things that an officer could do. And generally, they do a lot of investigation prior to entry to ensure they know who's in the apartment or the dwelling, and they make sure they identify anyone that's not supposed to be there or doesn't live there.
For somebody who studies and teaches criminal justice, and including somebody who has experience on the force, why are no-knock warrants so important?
No-knock warrants are important because they're usually reserved for very imminent threat circumstances. We don't execute those on a regular basis by any means. Judges will not sign off on them unless there's a serious threat to public safety. So in this case, I do know that the warrant was executed because of a murder investigation, which would be something that a no-knock warrant would be signed off upon. But still, you have to always make sure that you do a full investigation to see who's in that apartment. Is the subject of your warrant on premise? Because if not, there's really no point in executing it. You have to make sure there's other innocents in the dwelling, if there's children in the dwelling, if there's animals in the dwelling. So it's a lot of tactical operations that goes behind executions of warrants.
Now, I want to see if you have information on this, because according to the note I have, the 22-year-old who was shot was not actually named in that warrant police used to enter the apartment. However, upon entering, he was wrapped in that blanket. That's why we really can't see him even in that footage. And he had a gun in his hand. The police department has actually said that the man pointed the gun at officers. When this plays out, ultimately, what is the police officer supposed to do?
In this case, I watched the video several times. The police did announce themselves upon entry. They did everything the right way in terms of how they entered the dwelling. They did go right to that couch where Mr. Locke was sleeping. They kicked the couch from what I saw from the video. And I cannot say whether or not he was pointing the firearm at officers. The video does show the butt of the firearm coming out from under the blanket. And most officers, I will say almost all officers, when they see a firearm and they're in that close quarters to an individual with a firearm, they're trained to shoot.
And in terms of this case being in Minneapolis, how significant is this in terms of the already very frayed relationship between a department like the one in Minneapolis with the community and this certain situation that happened with this 22-year-old?
I mean, this is just a really unfortunate circumstance. And again, I'm not going to place any blame on anyone right now because the investigation is still ongoing at this point. But Minneapolis, they're in a rebuilding phase. The police officers and the community are trying to foster a collaborative relationship, especially with what's happened over the last 2 years. So I don't think this is going to help them at all. I think they really need to be transparent about what happened on scene. As they get information, make it publicly available.
All right, Jillian, thank you so much for being with us, and thank you for joining us early this morning from New York.
Thank you.